Good morning. How you guys doing? This Mike back with the thought of the day on um, December 12th, 2025. First, I want to give honor and praise to the Elohim of Israel for giving me the strength and the wisdom to bring you this message. Then I'd like to open with the serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. May your will, not mine, be done. Today, I want to talk about the Sherrone Moore situation, the brother that just got fired from the head football coaching job at the Michigan University of Michigan. And first, I want to say I made a couple posts yesterday about it, and I talked about me believing that the lady was a plant, and I still believe that because why hasn't she lost her job in a situation? You know what I'm saying? And I know she might have been a subordinate, and but in most cases, if it's a no fraternizing rule at the job, then both parties will lose their job for participating in the matter. Secondly, how long did Michigan know about this in a situation? You get what I'm saying? Because most of the times, as you know, like I'm 50 years old, and other people out there that has been dealing with people at their jobs. Most people think that nobody else at the job know that you guys are seeing each other, but everybody at the job know y'all seeing each other. Y'all the only people that believe don't nobody know. So if they were seeing each other like they were, then most of the people on the staff knew that it was going on ever since it started. You get what I'm saying? And I just think that probably she probably got a boost in her pay and this and that. And you never know what was going on in backdoor deals and things of that situation because they, especially if they wanted the brother out. You know what I'm saying? So they found a way to get him out. But the onus falls in his hands because they say a man with some money, with a lot of money and a lust problem is the easiest target to get in these kind of situations. And it's true because the same ego and the same drive that got you to be able to get that career off the ground and pumping is the same ego and drive that is going to be used against you when it comes in a lust situation because you're going to feel that you're going to be able to get away with it. And then they said that when you do that and you deal with the wrong woman, she could break you down to a piece of bread, man. And that's what happened with that brother. His lust and him wanting to be able to do the things and committing adultery. That one situation ruined everything he had. So you figure the brother then lost his job. He had a $30 million contract. He loses his contract. He's gonna get charged for when he came to our house, and now he's most likely probably gonna go through a divorce, and then his wife is probably gonna wipe him out. So all of that over some sex. When you really think about the situation, all of that is over some sex. I remember the movie, Martin Lawrence movie, Thin Line Between Love and Hate. And his mom said, "One night of passion can lead to a lifetime of pain." And his a man with that lack of discipline, I've been that person before, and it could get you in all types of situations, man. Because the money and the attention gives you access to whatever you want. And if you don't got the discipline to say no, then you deal with the consequences that come along with it. And right now, this brother has some serious consequences that came along with this matter. And when we rewind the tape, it all started because um, he broke that sin of adultery, that commandment. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why we gotta take the commandments of the Most High seriously. And I make other videos talking about the dangers of adultery, especially when it comes to men. And we get caught easy because we're visual creatures. And then you got the access to do it. That person start getting your attention, not understanding Satan sends who he need to send to get it done. When we look in the scriptures and we read, you can remember back in the days when Balak, the king of the Moabs, he wanted to curse the Israelites. So he went out and got that prophet Balaam and told him that he wanted to put a curse on the Israelites. And Balaam said, "I can't put a curse on them because they're blessed by God." But Balaam told him the only way that I'll be able that you'll be able to curse them is you got to get them to get in the sin. So, and you know what he do? He sent his Moabite women to get at him. And then once they saw sinning and fornicating and worshiping their gods, he was able to do what he needed to do. And then God punished them for falling for the sin. And that happens all the time. It's still same tricks when they wanted Samson, they sent in Delilah, let her know, like, yo, we need to know his secrets. You get what I'm saying? So it's the same thing all over again. And so that's why I do believe that, and but it's the brother fault, because when you lack that discipline and you have that money and you get that attention, that you're an easy target to get got. My name is Mike. Enjoy the rest of your day. Shalom.